A lot of people these days go on about energy efficiency this and energy saving that. And a lot of times I hear it, I think about it, and I don't do anything about it. But now that's about to change. I want to take some action in lowering my electricity usage. So I've got Jim from ESP Customer Supply here, who I've heard is like the guru of energy efficiency. Obsessed on a regular basis about trying to cut people's usage down, and he's here to help me to cut mine down. So Jim, where do I begin?
Des, let's start at your bills. All right. I've gone through them. To be honest, they're a bit high. They're kind of higher than I would expect for a guy living on his own.
Really? That surprises me because I thought I wasn't really living an extravagant life in the house.
Let's start here. Okay. So your bill is made up of two parts. You have the fixed charges here from ESP. Well, there's nothing you can do about those. And there's the units. Now, these units make up the big part of the bill, and this is what I'm going to help you to reduce. This is something that's within your own control.
I know, but I don't have a clue what a unit is.
Okay. Well, a unit of electricity is power, which is measured in watts multiplied by time. Okay. And let me give you an example. Okay. If I take something like the electric kettle.
Yeah.
And underneath that, you can see on the nameplate here that the power of the kettle is 2,200 watts. I know you won't do this, but if this was on for an hour, it would use 2.2 units of electricity.
So it's like 1,000 watts by an hour is one unit?
Exactly. Now take something like your immersion. To heat a full tank of water would be 8 units of electricity.
Right, the famous immersion.
The famous
I'll never escape it.
But it's the big power-hungry appliances. That's what eats up the power in your house and adds up the number of units. But there are also the small ones like the kettle that kind of make up the units on your bill.
Well, that's unfortunate because I was going to make you a cup of tea and now I feel a little bit guilty.
Make the cup of tea. Don't feel guilty. This is about, it's not really about changing your lifestyle. It's about just not wasting electricity and being clever about it.
Right, well, I'll make you a cup of tea if you can show me where I'm wasting electricity.
That's the deal.
Now, Jim, here's that cup of tea I promised you. All right.
Des, thanks a million. Have you nothing better to do than look at Facebook?
Why, does it use extra electricity or something?
No, but I have something that I want you to look at. Look, I've opened the ESP website here. Okay. And we have an appliance calculator, okay? And what this is going to help us to do is identify the top energy guzzlers in your house. If the two of us take a walk around, and we'll come back then and we'll put them all in.
Great. Let's do it.
Okay. No ventilation, Des.
Ventilation?
Des, I've never seen a tumble dryer in a cupboard before. This can't work. Terrible, Des. A lot of big appliances plugged in, a lot of red lights. Everything on standby, Des. Okay. Ah, come on, Des. The appliance calculator is telling us the big energy guzzlers. They are home entertainment systems, immersion, lighting, tumble dryer, office equipment. The rest of them, there's very little in them.
So you're telling me if I tackle these, I'm definitely going to see a difference in the amount of units that are on my bill?
Absolutely.
Okay, well that's great. Now the problem is, I can't take Jim to everybody's house, but everybody out there can go on the ESP website and use the appliance calculator for themselves. Find out what their big guzzlers are and tackle them. And hopefully you'll begin to see a reduction in your units, which will lead to a reduction in your bill.